Today I want to talk to you about love, but more importantly, about your power in love. When relationships feel strained, when someone you care about walks away, it's easy to get lost in the idea of wanting them back. But here's a truth that may surprise you. The most powerful way to bring someone back isn't by chasing after them, it's by turning inward and reconnecting with yourself. The first step is to stop looking outside for validation. Your worth doesn't depend on anyone else. It comes from within. You don't need to plead, beg, or convince anyone to return. Instead, focus on healing your heart. When you shift your energy from lack to abundance, you become magnetic. Your worth is not determined by the opinions or actions of others. It doesn't come from the validation you receive from a relationship, the approval of friends, or the admiration of strangers. Your worth comes from a deeper place, an internal space that is uniquely yours. It's rooted in the essence of who you are, in the love and light that you possess inherently as a human being. No external circumstance can define this worth, and no one can take it away from you unless you allow it. In life, we often find ourselves seeking validation from others, especially in relationships. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that our value depends on whether someone loves us, wants to be with us, or chooses to stay in our lives. But the truth is, your worth has nothing to do with another person's feelings or actions. It exists independently of anyone else's perception of you. The moment you realize this, you take back your power. When you look outside yourself for validation, you are giving away your power. You are placing your sense of self-worth in the hands of others, allowing their opinions and actions to dictate how you feel about yourself. This can lead to a constant need for approval, a hunger for reassurance that never quite feels satisfied. You may find yourself doing things not because they make you happy, but because you hope they will make someone else see your value. And when that person doesn't respond in the way you expect or desire, it can leave you feeling empty, unloved, and unworthy. The problem with seeking validation externally is that it's fleeting and unreliable. People's opinions can change, relationships can shift, and circumstances can evolve. If your sense of worth is tied to these external factors, it will always be on shaky ground. You'll find yourself riding a roller coaster of emotions, feeling good about yourself when you're receiving praise or attention, and feeling low when you're not. However, when you begin to understand that your worth comes from within, everything changes. You no longer need others to affirm your value because you know deep down that you are enough just as you are. This internal shift brings a sense of peace and confidence that external validation could never provide. It's a quiet strength that says, I am worthy of love, respect, and happiness, regardless of what anyone else thinks or does. One of the most powerful steps you can take toward reclaiming your worth is to cultivate self-love. Self-love isn't about being selfish or thinking you're better than others. It's about recognizing your inherent value and treating yourself with the kindness, compassion, and respect that you deserve. It's about setting boundaries and not allowing others to mistreat you. It's about speaking kindly to yourself, forgiving your mistakes, and celebrating your achievements, no matter how small. Self-love also means accepting yourself as you are right now. Too often we think we have to change ourselves to be worthy of love. We believe we have to look a certain way, act a certain way, act a certain way, or achieve certain things before we can truly feel valuable. But the truth is, you don't have to earn your worthiness. You are worthy simply because you exist. The sooner you embrace this truth, the sooner you'll begin to experience the deep sense of peace and fulfillment that comes with knowing your value is not contingent on anything or anyone outside of you. And as you strengthen your sense of self-worth, you'll notice that the way you interact with the world begins to change. You'll no longer tolerate relationships or situations that diminish your sense of value. You'll set healthy boundaries, knowing that you deserve to be treated with respect and love. You'll begin to attract people and opportunities that align with your true worth because your energy will shift from lack to abundance. Instead of seeking approval, you'll radiate confidence, and that confidence will draw others to you. Another important aspect of recognizing your internal worth is learning to let go of the need to control how others perceive you. You cannot force anyone to see your value if they are not willing or capable of doing so. Their inability to recognize your worth does not diminish it in any way. In fact, their actions often reflect more about them than they do about you. When you understand this, you stop taking things personally and start focusing on how you can nurture your own sense of worth from within. When relationships end or people walk away, it can be easy to fall into the trap of questioning your worth. You may wonder what you did wrong or why you weren't enough for them. But it's essential to remember that your worth does not depend on their decision to stay or leave. Your value remains intact, regardless of the outcome of any relationship. Instead of focusing on what you might have lost, shift your attention to what you can gain from this experience, a deeper understanding of your own strength, resilience, and ability to love yourself through it all. Your worth is not up for negotiation. It's not something that anyone else can give or take away. It's a constant, unchanging truth that exists within you at all times. When you tap into this truth, you become unstoppable. You are no longer swayed by the opinions or actions of others because you know who you are and what you deserve. You walk through life with a quiet confidence, knowing that you are enough just as you are. This inner knowing is the key to attracting the love and respect you deserve. When you fully embody your worth, others will recognize it too. But even if they don't, it won't matter, because you will have found the most important love of all the love that comes from within. Affirmations are powerful tools that can transform the way you think about yourself and the world around you. At their core, affirmations are simple, positive statements that help shift your mindset from negativity and self-doubt to positivity and self-love. When used consistently and with intention, affirmations have the power to rewire your thought patterns, helping you embrace your worth, heal from past hurts, and nurture a deep sense of self-love. For many people, self-love can feel elusive. It's not uncommon to struggle with feelings of inadequacy or self-criticism. We live in a world that often reinforces the idea that we are not enough as we are. We are constantly bombarded with messages telling us that we need to be thinner, more successful, or more attractive to be valuable. Over time, these messages can take a toll on our sense of self-worth, leading us to believe that we are somehow lacking. This is where affirmations come in. Affirmations are a way of counteracting the negative beliefs that have been ingrained in us, often unconsciously. By repeating affirmations that reflect the truth of our inherent worth, we can begin to dissolve these limiting beliefs and replace them with ones that empower us. So, one of the most effective ways to use affirmations is to incorporate them into your daily routine. Start by identifying the areas where you feel the most self-doubt or insecurity. Perhaps you feel like you're not deserving of love, or maybe you struggle with body image issues. Whatever the case may be, choose affirmations that directly address these areas. For example, if you struggle with feelings of unworthiness, you might say, "I am worthy of love and respect, exactly as I am." If you have difficulty accepting your appearance, an affirmation like "I love and appreciate my body" can help shift your mindset. The key to making affirmations work is repetition and consistency. It's not enough to say them once and expect immediate results. You must make a habit of repeating them daily, even when you don't fully believe in them yet. Over time, as you continue to repeat these positive statements, your mind begins to internalize them. What once felt foreign or untrue gradually starts to become a natural part of your thinking. It's also important to say your affirmations with feeling and conviction. Simply going through the motions without any emotional engagement won't yield the same results. When you speak your affirmations, try to embody the emotions that the words evoke. Feel the love, confidence, and peace that come with each statement. Imagine what it would feel like if those affirmations were already true. The more you can connect with the emotions behind the words, the more effective they will be. Another way to enhance the power of affirmations is to pair them with visualization. As you repeat your affirmations, close your eyes and visualize yourself living in a state of complete self-love. See yourself moving through the world with confidence and ease, fully embracing your worth. Picture yourself radiating love, attracting healthy relationships, and feeling completely at peace with who you are. Visualization helps to strengthen the mental and emotional connection to the affirmations, making them even more impactful. It's important to note that affirmations aren't a quick fix. Healing from years of self-doubt or negative self-talk takes time, and the results of using affirmations may not be immediate. But with patience and persistence, you will start to notice subtle shifts in the way you think and feel about yourself. You may find that you're less critical of yourself, that you're more compassionate and forgiving when you make mistakes, or that you're able to embrace your flaws as part of what makes you uniquely you. Affirmations also help to create a foundation of self-love that can withstand external challenges. In life, there will always be moments where you feel judged or rejected by others. You may face setbacks, disappointments, or criticism that test your sense of self-worth. But when you have built a strong foundation of self-love through affirmations, these external challenges won't shake you as easily. You'll have an inner reservoir of love and confidence to draw from, allowing you to navigate difficult situations with grace and resilience. In addition to affirming your worth, it's also important to use affirmations that focus on self-care and personal growth. For example, you might say, "I prioritize my well-being and take time to nurture myself," or "I am constantly learning and growing." These types of affirmations remind you that self-love is not just about feeling good about yourself. It's also about taking action to care for your mind, body, and spirit. As you continue to work with affirmations, you'll begin to notice that your self-perception shifts. You'll start to see yourself not as someone who is flawed or inadequate, but as someone who is worthy of love, respect, and happiness. This shift in mindset will affect every aspect of your life. You'll approach relationships with more confidence, set healthier boundaries, and attract people who reflect the love and respect you have for yourself. In closing, affirmations are a powerful tool for strengthening self-love because they help to reprogram your mind and align your thoughts with the truth of your inherent worth. When used consistently and with intention, affirmations can dissolve negative beliefs, heal past wounds, and nurture a deep sense of inner peace and confidence. By choosing affirmations that resonate with you, repeating them daily, and connecting with the emotions behind the words, you can create a foundation of self-love that supports you in all areas of your life. Affirmations remind you that you don't need external validation to feel worthy. Your worth comes from within, and when you fully embrace that truth, you'll radiate a love that attracts positivity and abundance into your life. Healing is a deeply personal and transformative process that allows us to reconnect with ourselves and others in meaningful ways. It serves as the foundation for all forms of reconnection, whether it's with a loved one, a partner, or even with parts of ourselves that we've lost touch with over time. Without healing, true reconnection is impossible. Because unresolved pain, unhealed wounds, and lingering emotional baggage create barriers to deep, authentic relationships. Healing, then, is not just about mending the hurt, but about clearing the path for a more loving, open, and fulfilling connection. When we experience pain, especially in relationships, it can feel like a part of us becomes fragmented. We might carry the emotional scars of betrayal, rejection, or heartbreak, which influence how we approach future connections. These scars, if left unhealed, act as invisible barriers that prevent us from fully opening up to others. We may find ourselves repeating patterns of defensiveness, distrust, or fear, all of which are rooted in the unhealed wounds of the past. Healing allows us to break free from these patterns, to release the pain, and to embrace new possibilities for love and connection. The first step in the healing process is to acknowledge the hurt. Many people try to move on from painful experiences without fully addressing the emotions they carry. They might suppress their feelings, telling themselves that they are fine, or distract themselves with work, hobbies, or new relationships. However, healing cannot occur if we don't confront the pain head-on. It's essential to recognize and validate your emotions, whether it's sadness, anger, disappointment, or grief. By acknowledging these feelings, you're giving yourself permission to heal instead of pushing the pain deeper into your subconscious, where it can fester and continue to affect your life. Once you've acknowledged the pain, the next step is to take responsibility for your healing. This doesn't mean blaming yourself for what happened, but rather understanding that healing is your journey. No one else can do it for you. While others may have caused the hurt, it is your responsibility to take steps toward your own emotional well-being. This might involve seeking therapy, engaging in self-reflection, or practicing self-compassion. Healing is not about waiting for an apology or external validation. It's about reclaiming your power and making the decision to move forward for your own sake. A critical part of the healing process is forgiveness. Forgiveness is often misunderstood as condoning someone else's harmful behavior, but that's not what it is. Forgiveness is about freeing yourself from the grip of resentment and anger. When you hold on to these negative emotions, they act as chains that bind you to the past. By forgiving, you are releasing yourself from this burden. This doesn't mean that you have to forget what happened or reconcile with the person who hurt you. It simply means that you are choosing to let go of the emotional weight that's been holding you back. As you heal, you begin to experience a sense of inner peace and clarity. The emotional clutter that once clouded your mind starts to dissipate, leaving space for new insights and realizations. You may find that the things you once thought were important no longer hold the same significance. Your priorities may shift, and you'll likely become more attuned to your needs, desires, and boundaries. This newfound clarity is crucial for reconnection because it allows you to approach relationships from a place of wholeness rather than from a place of neediness or insecurity. Healing also opens the door to self-love, which is an essential component of any meaningful reconnection. When we haven't healed, it's easy to look for love and validation outside of ourselves, hoping that someone else will fill the void we feel within. However, true reconnection, especially in relationships, can only occur when we love ourselves first. Self-love creates a solid foundation from which we can give and receive love in a healthy, balanced way. It ensures that we're not relying on others to validate our worth, but are instead approaching relationships from a place of abundance and self-respect. Another important aspect of healing is the ability to let go of the past. Many times we hold on to old wounds and grievances because we believe that they define us. We become attached to our pain, thinking that it's a part of who we are. But healing requires us to release this attachment and to recognize that we are not our past experiences. By letting go of the past, we make room for new experiences, new relationships, and new possibilities. We allow ourselves to reconnect with the present moment and to approach life with an open heart and mind. As healing progresses, we naturally become more open to reconnection. Whether it's mending a relationship with a partner, a family member, or a friend, the process of healing allows us to approach these connections with a fresh perspective. We're no longer carrying the emotional baggage that once weighed us down, and we can engage with others in a more authentic and vulnerable way. We become more empathetic, more understanding, and more patient, qualities that are essential for any healthy, thriving relationship. Ultimately, healing is the foundation of reconnection because it restores our capacity to love and be loved. It breaks down the walls we've built around our hearts and allows us to engage with others from a place of trust and openness. Without healing, any attempt at reconnection is likely to be superficial or short-lived, as the unresolved pain will continue to resurface. But when we take the time to heal, we create the conditions for deep, lasting connections, both with others and with ourselves. In conclusion, healing is not just a means to an end, it is a transformative process that paves the way for reconnection on a deeper level. It allows us to release the past, to love ourselves fully, and to engage with others from a place of wholeness. When we heal, we open our hearts to the possibility of love, trust, and meaningful relationships, knowing that we are worthy of all the good things life has to offer. Personal growth and self-improvement are essential elements of living a fulfilling and meaningful life. They represent the continuous journey toward becoming the best version of ourselves, a process that enhances not only our skills and abilities, but also our mindset, emotional well-being, and overall sense of purpose. Focusing on personal growth means embracing change, stepping outside of our comfort zones, and taking proactive steps to evolve as individuals. This journey is not linear, nor is it easy, but the rewards are immense, offering a deeper connection with ourselves and a more empowered approach to life. At the heart of personal growth lies self-awareness. The first step toward improvement in any area of life is to understand where you currently stand. This requires honest reflection on your strengths and weaknesses, your habits and patterns, and the areas where you would like to see change. Too often we move through life on autopilot, reacting to circumstances rather than consciously shaping our path. By cultivating self-awareness, we take the time to pause and evaluate where we are and where we want to be. This act of reflection gives us the clarity to identify the gaps between our current reality and our ideal self. Once we have a clear understanding of ourselves, the next step in the journey of personal growth is setting intentions and goals. Goals give us direction and focus, guiding our efforts toward meaningful outcomes. However, it's important to recognize that personal growth is not about chasing perfection, it's about progress. The goals we set should be realistic and attainable, aligned with our values and interests. Whether it's developing a new skill, improving our physical health, or cultivating a more positive mindset, each step toward our goals is a step toward becoming more in tune with who we are and who we want to be. One of the most powerful tools for personal growth is the practice of self-discipline. Personal growth requires consistent effort, and self-discipline is the bridge between intention and action. It's easy to make plans or set goals, but without the discipline to follow through, these aspirations remain nothing more than wishful thinking. Developing self-discipline involves creating healthy habits, managing time effectively, and overcoming procrastination. It's about taking small, consistent steps each day that align with your bigger vision, even when motivation wanes or distractions arise. Along with self-discipline, personal growth also involves embracing discomfort. Growth and comfort rarely coexist. To truly evolve, we must be willing to step outside our comfort zones and face challenges head-on. This might mean taking risks, trying new things, or confronting fears that have been holding us back. While it can be uncomfortable, the willingness to embrace the unknown is what leads to breakthroughs. It's in these moments of discomfort that we learn the most about ourselves and discover strengths we didn't know we had. By facing challenges with courage, we build resilience and confidence, qualities that are essential for continued personal growth. A key aspect of personal growth is also the cultivation of a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that our abilities, intelligence, and talents are not fixed, but can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. This contrasts with a fixed mindset, where people believe their qualities are set in stone. With a growth mindset, we approach challenges as opportunities for learning rather than as threats to our self-worth. We view failure as feedback, a stepping stone toward mastery rather than something to be feared or avoided. This shift in perspective allows us to take on new challenges with curiosity and enthusiasm, knowing that even if we stumble, we are always growing and learning. In addition to mindset, personal growth requires us to take responsibility for our lives. It's easy to blame external circumstances or other people for our lack of progress, but true growth happens when we take ownership of our actions, decisions, and outcomes. This doesn't mean that everything is within our control, far from it. But by focusing on what we can control, our attitudes, our responses, and our choices, we empower ourselves to create change. Taking responsibility means letting go of the victim mentality and recognizing that we have the power to shape our lives through the choices we make each day. Another important factor in personal growth is the ability to learn from others. While self-reflection is crucial, growth doesn't happen in isolation. We can learn valuable lessons from mentors, friends, and even those who challenge us. Seeking guidance and support from others who have walked a similar path can accelerate our growth and provide us with insights we might not have discovered on our own. Likewise, being open to feedback and constructive criticism is essential. Personal growth requires humility, the recognition that we don't know everything and that there's always room for improvement. Finally, personal growth is deeply connected to self-compassion. The journey of self-improvement is not always smooth, and there will be setbacks and moments of frustration. It's important to remember that growth takes time, and progress is rarely linear. Being kind to ourselves along the way is essential. Self-compassion means treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to a friend. It involves acknowledging our imperfections without judgment and allowing ourselves the space to grow without the pressure of being perfect. By practicing self-compassion, we create a safe and supportive environment for our growth to unfold. In conclusion, personal growth and self-improvement are lifelong journeys that require self-awareness, discipline, courage, and a willingness to embrace change. It's a process that challenges us to step outside of our comfort zones, to learn from our mistakes, and to take responsibility for our own development. Through the cultivation of a growth mindset and self-compassion, we create the conditions for continuous evolution. By focusing on personal growth, we open ourselves up to new possibilities, deeper connections, and a more authentic and empowered life. The journey may not always be easy, but the rewards of self-improvement are worth every effort. Letting go of control and surrendering to the universe can be a powerful, liberating practice that opens the door to peace, fulfillment, and trust in life's natural flow. Many of us spend our lives trying to control every aspect of chances, believing that if we can just hold on tightly enough, we can force things to go our way. However, this constant need to control can often lead to frustration, anxiety, and even disappointment. Life is unpredictable, and there are countless factors beyond our influence. Surrendering to the universe is not about giving up or being passive, but rather about learning to trust that things will unfold as they should and that you are always supported, even when things don't go according to plan. When we try to control everything, we often operate from a place of fear. We fear the unknown, uncertainty, and outcomes that we can't predict. This fear drives us to micromanage situations, relationships, and even our own emotions, attempting to create a sense of security. However, life is inherently uncertain, and trying to control it is like trying to grasp water in your hands. It slips away no matter how tightly you hold on. Letting go of control requires a shift in mindset from fear to trust, from rigidity to flow. It's an invitation to move from trying to force things to happen to allowing them to happen in their own time and way. One of the first steps in letting go of control is to recognize that the universe operates in ways we may not always understand. There are forces at play, energies and patterns that are beyond our immediate comprehension. Often we try to impose our own limited perspective on life, thinking that we know what's best for us or how things should turn out. But the universe has a grander plan, one that we may not always see in the moment. By surrendering, we acknowledge that there is a higher intelligence at work guiding us toward our highest good, even if we can't see it yet. Surrendering to the universe also means releasing attachment to specific outcomes. Many of us become fixated on how things should be, whether it's in our relationships, careers, or personal goals. Like, we create expectations, and when those expectations aren't met, we feel disappointment or frustration. This attachment to specific outcomes limits us because it prevents us from seeing the broader possibilities that the universe may have in store. When we let go of attachment, we open ourselves up to the infinite potential of life. We may find that what unfolds is far greater than anything we could have imagined or planned. Trusting in the universe also requires patience. Often we want things to happen immediately or on our own timeline. But the universe operates on its own timing, which is sometimes different from our expectations. This doesn't mean that things aren't moving or progressing. It just means that they are unfolding at the right pace for our growth and development. Patience allows us to stay present, to appreciate the journey, and to trust that everything is happening for a reason, even if we don't understand it in the moment. When we cultivate patience, we create space for miracles and unexpected blessings to enter our lives. Another important aspect of letting go of control is learning to release resistance. Resistance shows up when we fight against what is happening, wishing that things were different or trying to force a situation to change. But resistance only creates more tension and stress. It blocks the natural flow of life and prevents us from fully experiencing the present moment. When we let go of resistance, we allow life to flow more smoothly, accepting things as they are without judgment. This doesn't mean that we become passive or stop taking action. It simply means that we move with the current of life rather than against it. Surrendering to the universe also involves deep trust in yourself and your inner wisdom. Many times we seek control because we don't fully trust our own ability to handle uncertainty or challenges. We doubt our intuition or feel disconnected from our inner guidance. But when we let go of control, we strengthen our connection to that inner voice, trusting that we have the wisdom and strength to navigate whatever comes our way. This trust in ourselves allows us to act from a place of clarity and confidence rather than from fear or doubt. It's important to note that letting go of control doesn't mean giving up on your dreams or desires. Surrendering to the universe is not about passivity or complacency. It's about aligning your actions with the natural flow of life. You can still set intentions, pursue your goals, and take inspired action, but you do so with a sense of openness and flexibility. You trust that if things don't go exactly as planned, it's because something even better is on the way. You remain open to the possibility that the universe may have a greater vision for your life than you can currently see. The practice of letting go and surrendering is a daily one. It requires mindfulness, self-awareness, and a commitment to staying present. Each day offers opportunities to practice letting go, whether it's releasing control in a conversation, allowing a situation to unfold without interference, or simply trusting that everything is working out in your favor. Over time, as you practice surrender, you will find a sense of peace and freedom that comes from no longer feeling the need to control everything. You'll begin to experience the flow of life in a more harmonious and effortless way. Ultimately, letting go of control and surrendering to the universe is an act of trust. It's about trusting that life is always guiding you toward your highest good, even when things seem uncertain or challenging. It's about releasing the need to micromanage every detail and instead opening your heart to the endless possibilities that the universe has in store. When you surrender, you step into a state of flow where life becomes less about forcing and more about allowing. And in that space of surrender, you find peace, joy, and the understanding that you are always supported by a loving, benevolent universe. Visualizing the love you want to attract is one of the most powerful steps you can take toward manifesting the relationship of your dreams. By focusing your mind and heart on the kind of love you desire, you align yourself with the energy of that love, making it easier to bring into your life. Visualization is not just about imagining a relationship. It's about feeling the emotions, embodying the qualities, and experiencing the depth of connection you wish to have. It's about creating a clear, vibrant mental image of the love you want. Then sending that energy out into the universe, trusting that it will be mirrored back to you in real life. To begin this process, it's essential to get clear about what you truly desire in a relationship. This is not just about surface-level traits like appearance or status, but about the deeper qualities that resonate with your heart. Take some time to reflect on the kind of partner you want to attract, the values you want them to embody, and the type of connection you wish to cultivate. Ask yourself, what does an ideal relationship look and feel like to me? What qualities in a partner are non-negotiable, and what am I willing to work on or compromise? By defining these aspects, clearly you lay the foundation for the visualization process. Once you have clarity on the kind of love you want, it's time to use the power of imagination to bring it to life. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed and close your eyes. Begin to picture yourself in a relationship with the kind of partner you've envisioned. You see this person clearly in your mind's eye, what they look like, how they speak, and how they make you feel. Imagine the two of you spending time together, sharing meaningful conversations, laughing and supporting each other. Visualize moments of intimacy, trust, and deep connection. Feel the love, joy, and security that this relationship brings into your life. While visualizing, it's important to engage not only your mind but also your emotions. Feel the love that you are receiving from this person. Experience the happiness, the comfort, and the excitement of being with someone who understands you on a deep level. Emotions are powerful energy. And by feeling the love you desire, you attract that same energy into your life. As you visualize, let your heart expand with the warmth of this love and allow yourself to bask in the sensation of being in a fulfilling relationship. This emotional engagement is key to the effectiveness of visualization, as it sends out a clear message to the universe about the love you are ready to receive. In addition to imagining the love you want to attract, it's important to visualize yourself as the partner you want to be. The law of attraction works both ways. You don't just attract the love you want, you also become the love that you want to give. Picture yourself embodying the qualities you desire in a relationship. Are you kind, compassionate, and understanding? Are you emotionally available, patient, and open-hearted? Visualize yourself offering love and support to your partner, being the best version of yourself in this relationship. By doing this, you align with the energy of love on both sides, making you a magnet for the relationship you seek. It's also essential to approach visualization with a sense of openness and trust. Sometimes we can become so attached to specific outcomes or the idea of a particular person that we block ourselves from receiving the love that is meant for us. While it's important to be clear about what you want, it's equally important to remain open to the possibility that the universe may have something even better in store for you. As you visualize, release any rigid expectations or timelines. Trust that the love you are attracting will come in the perfect way and at the perfect time, even if it doesn't look exactly how you envisioned it. Surrender to the flow of the universe and trust that it is guiding you toward your highest good. Another vital aspect of visualization is consistency. Like any practice, the more you engage in it, the stronger the results. Make visualization a regular part of your routine, whether it's through daily meditation, journaling, or simply taking a few moments each day to focus on the love you want to attract. Repetition strengthens your intention and keeps your energy aligned with the love you are calling into your life. Over time, this consistent focus helps to shift your subconscious beliefs, allowing you to truly believe that the love you desire is possible and within reach. However, it's important to remember that visualization is not about wishful thinking or daydreaming without action. While it's a powerful tool for aligning your energy with the love you want, it must be combined with real-life actions that support your intention. Be open to meeting new people, putting yourself in situations where love can flourish, and working on your own personal growth. The universe responds to both your inner energy and your outer actions. By taking steps toward creating a life where love can thrive, you increase your chances of attracting the relationship you want. In addition to visualizing the love you want, practice gratitude for the love that already exists in your life. Whether it's from friends, family, or even self-love, acknowledging the love you already have creates an energy of abundance. Gratitude raises your vibration, making you a match for even more love. As you visualize the future relationship you desire, take a moment to appreciate the love that is present in your life right now. This creates a powerful cycle of positive energy, where you are both giving and receiving love in all its forms. In conclusion, visualizing the love you want to attract is a transformative practice that aligns your energy with your deepest desires. By clearly defining the qualities you seek, engaging your emotions, embodying the love you want to give, and trusting in the universe, you open yourself up to receiving the relationship of your dreams. Through consistent practice combined with real-life actions, you become a magnet for love, creating the space for a fulfilling and meaningful connection to enter your life. Trust in the process, remain open, and know that the love you seek is already on its way to you.